Okay, just want to give you guys an update about some things. Got my cat just came up here to try to get in the shot. Hey, Leah. Anyway, so we'll go to this plant. This is a Tabasco pepper plant. It's doing rather well. My kitty wants to be in the shot. So hey, see all these big juicy peppers? They're not real big yet, but this potted plant's doing really well. And this one's even taller, but not quite as much fruit yet. Okay, so we got this tree cleared up and got all these branches picked up and the grass cut, so things look exponentially better out here. This is the front of our property here, the front yard on the western side here. And so that's that tree was a mess. This is our black walnut tree that this was in my last video, I think. Yeah. And there's a walnut. We didn't even know this tree was a walnut tree. There's another one. So, yeah, that's amazing. All right, so take a little stroll back this way, show how things are going. Still got a lot of stuff to do. Got us a pool up, a 15-foot in diameter pool, and that's been a huge blessing. Another update is my sister so graciously let me borrow her riding lawnmower for a while. She said just keep it over here. So that's been a blessing. There it is right there under her tarp. So I was able to come down here and cut this. It's so pretty today. Yeah, all this I've been having to just basically just let this area alone for a while until I could get more time to manage it. So this is where we're going to keep animals, but just wanted to show you I did get in here and cut a little bit. So go back and look at some of my other videos. All this is cleaned out and it looked like a golf course in here. So yeah, there's potential here. So I think I've decided where I want to put my chicken coop. And for those of you who remember this old barn, let me show you guys. This is pretty neat. This was all here. This is all the previous owners. They did all this, and we were just the benefactors of it. See, they already had livestock here, which is really, really awesome. Okay, so I think right in here is where we want to put a little coop. And so let me get over here and show you. So this little area right there straight ahead, I want to put the coop right there in that corner and then have the door facing out this way, or maybe over here even, maybe, so they can come and go and come out. And there's our other cat. Say hey, Ruby. And so they'll be able to free range out this way. So that's really, really cool. And it's a beautiful day today, I tell you. It's amazing. Beautiful day. Temperatures are probably in the low 80s here. in southeast Alabama. So, anyway, we're gonna go over here real quick to, I'll show you the, so that's where we were just a second ago. This is the other end, the northern end of it. And here's my little compost pile I started. Just cut this the other day, so this is the back way of the garden. So I would go this way for a change. The other day I saw a wild turkey walking down here about 20 yards up this little road. There's a cemetery up there behind our property. And right over there, out there in that thick green, straight ahead, there was in that little road right there, there was a wild turkey walking directly towards me. I guess he didn't see me, and then he exited off the road and started walking through the brush. And he was pretty big. He wasn't huge, but yeah, that's the first one I've seen out here. Saw a big deer the other night, big doe. She was in the yard and headed out towards that open field. All right, so gotta excuse my mess, but I did put up this chicken wire here to keep the rabbits out. So yay for me. But got the zucchini right here. It's doing okay. That's zucchini. I think it's not getting enough water, but my squash plants are doing really well. I am super happy about that. If you look in here, you probably see there's one right there that's ready. It's ready to be picked, that one on the bottom. My lunchbox reds are doing real well. I picked probably 4 or 5 off of it. Yeah, there's a couple hanging down. It's doing real well. Just recently fertilized it. And I put these things down to hold the weeds at bay. And so these 2 tomato plants were decimated by some tomato worm. And look how they have rebounded. They're tall now. They're almost chest high to me now. And I'm 6 foot tall, so I still don't have the production that I really thought I would have. But this is our first year being here, and you know, we haven't done much. The cardboard and all that stuff I'm just got tired of the weeds. It was a never-ending process of doing the weeds, so I laid this cardboard down. It's been working pretty well. So that's an idea. And here's a nice, juicy, these are heirloom tomato plants. But I've been out here every day. I've recently had a change in jobs, so I've been able to be out here more. My corn though, oh Lord, this is not, corn has not done that well, but I think I planted it too close to this tree line. It's tasseled out already, but it's not even it's about as tall as my tomato plant, so it's not doing that great, but nonetheless, it does, you know, it's bearing fruit. I mean, whatever, it's doing that, but it's just not that big, and that's okay, because I mean, you know, it'll probably end up being, you know, if it doesn't feed us, it'll feed the chickens when we get some chickens. I'm hoping to get them soon. So anyway, guys, it's a beautiful day. I just want to share this with you and give you an update. Just was thinking about doing another kind of video today, but I was like, you know, really don't have anything. Just don't feel led, to, the Lord hasn't really given me anything. If I had to tell you anything, I would just say that just remember the Lord loves you, and that whatever you're going through, the Lord's going to see you through it. And, if we, fail, find ourselves struggling, just remember the Lord is with you. Find you someplace to get. Come out and look up into the sky and just talk to the Lord. Just tell him what you're going through. Tell him how you feel. And, and ask him, for help. That's really, all that he really wants is for us to confess our need for him and to confess our sin. And we all have sin. We all have issues. And, we just need to stay close to him. That's really all he wants. That's the heart of God right there. He just really wants to hear from us every day. He wants to hear from you every single day. Don't ever think that the Lord doesn't want to hear from you. He wants to hear from you. He wants to hear your voice. He wants to hear your problems. He wants to, know what you're thinking, which he already does know all the stuff. But I'm saying he wants you to express it to him in a verbal fashion, and that's called relationship, you guys. There's that cemetery back there. I don't know if I've ever shown that to you guys, but nonetheless, we're so blessed to be here. You guys, it's a pleasure to share our little humble abode with you guys, and just just know that just look, it's not much, but we've been eating out of this garden for a while now, and we've been putting stuff up, and it's not much, but it's a great sense of satisfaction. And where we were before, we could never have our own garden because we didn't own the land. So, but anyway, you guys, we love you guys. Thank you for watching, and just remember that the Lord is there, and remember that to give your heart to the Lord, to just ask him to be your Lord and Savior, and he will save you. And hey, we love you guys. Take care. God bless. Have a good week. Bye.